Welcome to another episode of Satisfying Static.
Hello, hello.
We apologize, we've been missing for a while. 3 weeks.
Has it been that long? Oh, I think you're right.
It has, well, because we
2
didn't,
weeks?
it's been a little while. We're sorry. I had my Yeets the Teats procedure done.
Oh, is that what you're calling it? I love that.
I'm calling it a lot of things. I named the playlist on TikTok Tata to the Tatas.
Yes, I love that.
Anyway, so I've been recovering from that, and I quite literally couldn't reach up high enough to move my microphone stand down until this week. So it worked out that here we are.
Aw, wishing you a speedy recovery. It does not sound fun, what you're going through, so fingers crossed everything just gets better from here.
It's totally fine. We pretty much T-Rexed the house before coming home so I could get a lot of stuff. Olivia we didn't put the ramen bowls down low enough though. So I hurt myself one day grabbing a ramen bowl. Yeah, that was a bad idea. That's okay. So we moved some bowls around. The world is better. Short-term disability is messing around. I might not get paid. We're hopeful that's not the case, but we don't know.
Yeah, the struggles of American healthcare, unfortunately. Sorry you're going through that.
I am not going to spend an abundance of time on my procedure housekeeping. If you guys want to see all of that stuff, it's over on the TikTok. I posted daily post-op updates on that playlist, Tata to my Tatas. So you can check those out there. I have no other housekeeping, really. That's just the surgery's the big one. You?
Cool. I don't remember where we left off, but I started a new job, so that's exciting, settling into that. And then this past weekend, I went camping with some friends, and I had a lot of self-realizations. One was that I am not a camper. We love that for me. I was seriously underprepared. First of all, it's the mountains. We drove up to Big Bear. It gets cold at night. Surprise.
Yeah, very.
Oh my God. Something I didn't know. So I was warned in advance a bit, but did I take it seriously? No. Of course not. Why would I? Absolutely. Slept basically on the ground with like 3 blankets and like a really thin mat.
Oh my God.
Super grateful for my friend for donating her sleeping bag to me because I don't think I would have survived the second night. I was like, I might need to sleep in someone's car. Like, I don't know that I can do this.
Oh my God.
For 2 nights. But overall, great experience. Loved bonding with my friends and stuff. We had a lot of time together in the wilderness and like nobody killed each other and we all got along great. And we played one of those like get to know you games with the questions on the cards, and like some questions were really easy and some questions were really hard. Like my question was, if you had the chance to ask God anything, what would you ask?
Oh wow.
So yeah, so we got to know each other pretty well. So yeah, would I do it again in a cabin? Maybe. Yeah. The outdoors were gorgeous. Stars were beautiful. Coyotes were terrifying. But yeah, I don't know what I guess like my parents, I used to go camping with my family when I was younger. We used to go camping a lot, like pretty much every weekend. But eventually my parents bought like a little mobile home in Wisconsin and that's where they would go away. And we never went camping again after that. So I don't know why I thought I was like some kind of camper.
Yeah.
But you know, you live and you learn. So yeah, good experience.
I'm stuck on the logistics of you trying to sleep in someone's car. Maggie, you are a tall human. You're a tall glass of water, friend. You just
we had
are.
We had some big cars. But, you know, I would have just laid down the seat and figured it out. Wouldn't have been the first time.
Oh, like the back seat or the front seat?
Probably the front seat, yeah.
Oh, wow. So, like, slightly bent knees, rough.
A little bit, yeah. But, like, lay down the seat all the way and push it back as far as it'll go. But, yeah, I've definitely done that before. Sometimes out of necessity, you just gotta do what you gotta do. But thankfully, I did survive. I was in the sleeping bag, and I had my blanket over my face because my eyelids and my nose were so cold. I couldn't not...
Yeah. No, it gets cold. It gets cold.
Yeah, so lesson learned. Anyway, Big Bear is beautiful. Gorgeous lake.
So glad you loved Big Bear. So sorry that the ground was cold.
That's all right. I learned a lot. So, you know, life experiences. That's probably most of my housekeeping. I'm traveling a lot this month, so that's stressful, but excited to go home for a little bit and see my friends.
Are you going back to Chi-Town?
I'm mostly going to be with my parents in Wisconsin, so not excited about that part. We're going to make it work. It's going to be all right. So yeah, I'm going to land in Chicago and fly out of Chicago, but the drive is just too far. My parents are delusional thinking that it's close. It's like a 4-hour drive, 3.5 hours one way.
Right.
My friends were like, are you going to be in Chicago? Like, are you going to hang out? And I'm like, there's no way I'm making that drive back and forth 4 times or 6 times in that trip.
That's a lot.
We'll mostly be in the middle of nowhere in Wisconsin, but we're going to pray for me for that one.
I was going to say, boy, praying for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I will take all your thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts, prayers, vibes.
Mm-hmm. Yep, all of it. That's pretty much it.
Should we fire her up?
Let's do it.
Great.
Ending. Amazing.
Great. Ambiguous.
I actually love that word. Just like saying that word. I just love the way it sounds.
It is nice. I like that it has soft letters and hard letters. What I mean by that is not hard. Hard. It's a hard part of the word, you know?
Yeah, no, I knew exactly what you meant as soon as you said it. Yeah. What is your alternate for this one?
Ambiguous. It's like Haagen-Dazs, but less chocolate.
Okay. Yeah, that one took me for a surprise. Ambiguous. I don't know what comes to mind immediately. What do you got?
Honestly, celebrity drama, so buckle up.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm here.
And Joe Jonas divorcing.
Are they? I'm so behind on the times. Fill me in.
So there was like the ring gate, right? Where Joe was pictured wearing the ring at concerts and then not wearing his ring at concerts, then wearing his ring at concerts, then not wearing his ring at concerts. It was left very ambiguous. And so you were really all trying to speculate if they were splitting or not. And then he was like, she wants to party too much. And she was like, I just want to live in England. I'm not partying. I'm actually working. I just don't want to be on tour with you. So, and then he was like, well, we're filing for divorce because I saw something on the Ring camera that I don't like. I can't tell you what it is that I saw, but I saw something I don't like. And that's where we're at right now.
Oh my God. Okay.
But it's pretty ambiguous. Everyone's like, he's painting a picture like he's this model father who has the kids and she's out hoeing.
Yeah.
Which of course means he's probably out hoeing.
Right. He's trying to make her look like the bad guy. Why?
Right. Because he's a Jonas and they had purity rings, guys. They had purity rings.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on there. They also married pretty young. I mean, they started dating when she was 19 and he was 24.
Okay, yeah.
I think he was 24. She was for sure 19. She had just finished Thrones and then they got together and
yes. I'm remembering the timeline.
That's what ambiguous means to me, or makes me think of is how ambiguous the situation with them is. Because just the other night he was wearing his ring again after he filed for divorce. What are you doing? I'm so confused.
My first thought on that, but this might really only affect women. I'm not sure how much it affects men, honestly, is like my fingers swell. So sometimes I can't wear my rings because my fingers are too swollen.
Oh.
So
I thought you meant in relation to the word ambiguous. And
no.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's something that can be left open to interpretation.
No, sorry. No, to him not wearing his ring. Like when you first started talking about that, I was like, oh my God, I was like so innocent about that whole thing because I was like, maybe his fingers are just swollen and he can't wear it tonight.
No, it sounds like it's manipulative. It sounds like he's like, oh, we're fighting. I'm taking my ring off. But, we're together. But yes, that is fair. I sometimes get nervous about wearing my real wedding band because my fingers swell. So I just bought like 5 additional silicone rings to wear those more often because my hands also swell and unswell.
Yeah. Yeah, all my rings are a little bit bigger than they need to be for that to adjust. I wasn't sure if that was... I know that happens to a lot of women, but I don't really ever talk about it with men, so I don't know.
It does happen with men. I'm pretty sure my dad could never get his wedding band off if he tried. I think he would have to have it cut off for sure.
Oof.
His hands are super arthritic, so now he just has all that swelling, yeah.
That probably doesn't help. What was I going to say? Oh, do you know anything about Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber?
I've just been seeing the terrible photos of her trying to pay attention to him and him being like, I want nothing to do with this human being.
The videos
I feel terrible.
Me too. Like the videos
so bad.
Are like horrific. He is just so blatantly over her. Like he's not even attempting to hide it.
I don't know and I don't get it. And then with Selena making the TikTok that she made, girl.
I didn't see it. What did she do? I love her, by the way.
It was like a quick video that was like, oh, what was it?
It's not the eyebrow thing, right?
No, it's not the eyebrow thing. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to look it up. Hang on.
She's done a few TikToks where I'm like, oh girl, yes, clap back. I literally just opened and like went through my TikTok notifications for the first time yesterday after not being on for like 2 months.
Oh wow, that sounds stressful.
Hello.
Oh, here it is.
It's over. I told my wife. Who is this?
Oh, I saw that one yesterday.
Yeah.
But she just released a song called Single Soon, and that was a promo for it. That was a teaser for it.
I know, but she released it the day after it blew up that Justin was making all of these terrible faces with Hailey Bieber. Like the day after. It was messy. I very much
like love Selena and would give her the benefit of the doubt on timing, but like hilarious timing.
No, I also thoroughly enjoy Selena. She did kind of step in it recently. So she does Only Murders in the Building, and she's a producer as well as an actress. And it just dropped for streaming, and she posted something that was like missing my men or something like that about the cast, and then tagged them, which is considered promotion and what you're not supposed to be doing during the strike right now. Because she's a producer, she's supposed to be allowed to do that, but it just looks bad.
Got it.
And so it was up for like 12 hours, and then she took it down, and I was like, Selena, stop it. Who'd you give your socials to? Stop.
Yeah, right. And also a young producer, so maybe just didn't know or like didn't realize or something. But yeah, I mean, at least I guess she took it down. But I mean, lesson learned, hopefully.
Yeah, lesson learned. Anyway, that's where ambiguous takes me. And
I love that.
It reminds me of the word ambidextrous, which is the ability to use, the ability to be right-handed and left-handed.
I recently watched reel probably of a girl who was drawing with both hands. One drawing was right side up and the other one was upside down. And I was like, this is the most fascinating thing I've ever seen on the internet.
I'm sorry, at once?
Yes. So she was like, I'm ambidextrous, but like was doing two different drawings at the same time with both hands. And one of them she was drawing one of them upside down. So I don't know if that's like how her brain works, but like the craziest thing, if I need to go find it and send it to you.
Oh, I could never.
It was crazy. Never. And it was so beautiful and detailed. It was like a black paper with like a white, whatever, color pencil or something she was using. Gorgeous, but simultaneously two different animals she was drawing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't even draw one animal. I can't even draw a stick figure of an animal.
Yeah, me either.
Me and Olivia were at the beach the other day, and I thought I'd be funny and try and draw some stuff on the sand. You couldn't make out what any of it was. It was like a nice blob next to a nicer blob. Okay, that's what it was.
Oh my God. I love that. I mean, that's pretty accurate for my skill level as well. So I mean, any kind of drawing is impressive, but wow, that was, whew.
Olivia was like, is it a pumpkin? I was like, it's a cat.
Oh my. A pumpkin. Sand is difficult to draw in. It's okay. It's all right.
I would argue sand is a very difficult medium. Yeah, it is a very difficult medium. Now I'm just thinking of all the am words: ambulance, amphibian.
Oh, that's interesting that's where your brain went. You're like, what else starts with am?
No, 100%. I'm like, all right, kids, let's play the word association game.
Okay, well, yeah, because I don't know what else I really have for ambiguous. Didn't really make me think of anything in particular.
Yeah, nothing came to mind immediately. All right, we'll do another one. Package or package.
That, for some reason, makes me think of an exotic bird.
A package? It sounds an awful lot like a macaw met a parrot and had a package. Yeah.
For anyone who wants to throw that in AI and see what it looks like. But yeah, that's what it made me think of. Package just makes me think of Amazon.
Yeah, that sucks. I agree, but that sucks.
I know. And I hate that for me and for most of us, because for so long I was like tried to be so anti-Amazon, but yeah, it's hard.
I do buy things directly from the brand if it's available on the brand's website.
I mean, I do too. I definitely shop a variety of places on the internet, but even if it's not me, I see the Amazon driver at least once a day delivering to my building, or an Amazon driver. So yeah, that just makes me think of that and like online shopping.
Yeah, online shopping for sure.
Which is a vice for a lot of us, I know.
Mm-hmm. It was nice though. My sister sent out like a Amazon wish list for her son, my nephew. So it was nice that I could just like point and click and buy and send and not have to wrap or do anything about it.
Yeah, that is nice. I do that a lot now for my parents when I'm sending them gifts, is I'll just like Amazon them something because they live in the middle of nowhere. Ordering from other places can take a lot longer, cost a lot more. But yeah, it loses that like personal touch. And of course, ADHD, I do every freaking thing last minute, so it makes it hard to like go buy something, put in a box, and like go to the post office, because screw my planning skills. So I'll just Amazon them something, but it's like, yeah, you're just getting a box of shit you probably don't need.
My mother, bless her soul, was like, I sent you a little something, a little recovery something. I was like, you really didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that.
What was it?
It was summer sausage with cheese, which is not really an August snack, but I'm a fan.
Is it like one of the few things she knows you like, or?
I think so. And she wants to give a food item, and I think she knows that ships well. Dude.
So obviously some thought went into it, yeah. Not everyone's good at giving gifts. It can be hard.
But like, I didn't even want a gift, right? Like that was the thing, right? Where I was like, I don't need a gift. I don't want a gift. Thank you.
I know. She just wanted to do something nice for you. That was a nice, hopefully not waste of summer sausage.
No, it's gonna vibe in the fridge until it's cold outside and we actually want summer sausage. It's very winter food for me personally. I believe, even though it's called summer sausage, it to me it is a winter tradition. We sometimes got one in our stocking.
Oh, that's cute. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that and like the Tootsie Roll banks,
Oh yeah, I do remember those.
Yeah,
I do remember those.
Tootsie Rolls are a Massachusetts thing. Didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Like the company's there, or
I believe and like founded here.
Oh, okay. I haven't had a Tootsie Roll. I haven't thought about
1896.
Look at that.
Is when it was founded.
That's a lot of years.
Oh, I guess it was founded in New York City. I mean, what wasn't?
Around that time? Great question.
Right. It's now based in Chicago, I guess.
Oh, yeah? Tootsie Roll? Good for them. Where?
Tootsie Roll Industries is based in Chicago. It was the first penny candy to be individually wrapped in America. I also did not know that it's considered a chocolate-flavored taffy.
Is that what it is?
So it's a taffy.
That's good to know, because I've always wondered, because it's like not chocolate.
Yeah, no, that's true. Wow, I did not know it was a chocolate-flavored taffy. I would, if that would have been on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire question, I would have missed it.
Well, now we know. And is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire still a thing? No, right?
No, but I did hear something interesting on a different podcast the other day that Russians had a show like that, like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, except the crowd, when they were the lifeline, the crowd was giving them the wrong answer.
Really?
Intentionally, yeah.
Just to screw with them?
Yeah, they preferred to see the contestant fail rather than the contestant win. It was like this study that they were doing where they were comparing attitudes of nations, and like Russia was the only nation that like actively sabotaged. Other countries like Koreans just didn't answer. Americans helped some other countries helped some, but Russia was the only one that was actively like, here's the wrong answer. And it was like definitively, like it wasn't like maybe a couple of people in the crowd, everyone in the crowd was picking the wrong answer, and when asked later, they all agreed that they were doing it intentionally.
Yeah, to be honest with you, that's not shocking to me.
It's why these sanctions are so hard, because it's like Russia is very used to being like, fuck you, and everybody,
Honestly. And like, I know we're talking a little bit in stereotypes right now, and so some of that is just what we've been shown, but like, my family's Polish. I am of Polish descent. I have been around a lot of Eastern Europeans, and one thing that I know for sure is that Russians are terrifying.
I mean, every Russian that I've met has agreed that their resilience is significantly higher than pretty much anybody else. I mean, no matter how westernized we've made Russia, it's not that westernized. And so when we turn off the Western world, they're just like, well, we've been here before. That Iron Curtain, we remember it.
Yeah, I mean, the resilience is absolutely, obviously visible to the whole world. Like, Russian resilience is something that can be admirable at times.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't... Just the culture, like the culture, it's built into the culture. Like, you are taught to be tough, and that's the entire nation, all of them.
Yeah.
Even the women.
Yeah. Every Russian individual I've ever interacted with over here in the US has said the same. Everyone that I've interacted with has been very nice, but like they've all said the same. They're just like, it's just stuff that you guys complain about. We would never.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing is, my parents tell me, my parents grew up in like communist era Poland, where Russia had a lot of control. I mean, just the things that they tell me, that the bribery that you have to go through to make anything happen, like that's how the government worked. My dad came here and didn't understand that you couldn't bribe people. That was not okay. Like, that's how they learned, like that's how they got here, like to get out of Poland, you know? So it's just like things like that. Like, one of my favorite interactions, I was in Spain. I was like 21 and studying abroad and an idiot. And we were like walking around making friends with strangers. And we ran into this Russian girl who was hanging out with like some Spaniards and stuff. And she, like, we both spoke English. She was like, you're Eastern European, but not Russian. And I was like, no, you're right, I'm Polish. And she like immediately got protective of me. And was like, are you okay? Do you need anything? Do you know these people? She was just immediately protective of me, like gave me her number and was like, if you need anything, like I've got your back. And like was literally like, but like not in like, she didn't look concerned. She was like, who are these people? Do you know them? If they fuck with you, they fuck with me. Do you understand? And I was like, yes, ma'am. Like,
oh my God, that's so funny.
Absolutely. And she gave me all of these tips to watch out because, like, walking around in Barcelona by yourself and young, especially at that time, was extremely dangerous. There's lots of pickpockets, lots of just like people selling Coke on the streets, selling cans of beer by like the dollar, like all kinds of shady shit. Still my favorite interaction, but that girl was terrifying. She terrified everybody in the group. She was like, as soon as we walked away, they were like, is she gonna kick our ass? And I was like, she might. I don't know.
No she idea. Might actually hunt you down. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, so don't fuck with me, apparently.
Yeah, we were just talking to somebody not that long ago about Italy, and somebody was like, yeah, pickpockets are rampant in Rome, especially, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of the major cities, just be careful. And like, I mean, it's been a while since I've traveled to Europe, of course, but I know especially Rome, but I know in like Paris and stuff, they'll like even grab you. Like they'll grab you by the arm and be like, oh, hey, talk to me, to distract you. So like, don't let people touch you, like keep your stuff in front of you. Those areas are very, very crowded. It's very easy to like not pay attention.
Yeah, if I can't fit stuff in my 2 front pockets, I usually don't carry stuff with me.
Yeah, but like for Olivia and stuff, like make sure she's got like a crossbody that's like on her and like on her front, easily accessible to her, like even under a shirt or something sometimes. But like, yeah, I've had someone grab my arm and put like a Chinese finger trap on my finger. And I was like, I literally shook him off and was like, you better, I was like, and threw it at him. And I was like, you better not touch me again, in French.
In French. Oh, good for you.
But like, yeah, and it's like obviously I traveled a lot alone as a woman, so I was extra careful. But like even you too, and Italy is like incredibly welcoming of Americans, or at least it was the last time I was there.
Apparently, the Amalfi Coast is not super happy with tourists. Our friends are there now for a wedding, and said that you can tell how irritated they are. And I'm like, you know what? Italy's really blown up in the last like 2 years as like a destination spot, especially the Amalfi Coast. Like, I'm not at all surprised to hear that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. And tourists are annoying. Honestly, like any city that makes a lot of their money off of the tourist economy, like the residents are going to be annoyed. It's unfortunate. But I'm excited for your trip, and I think it's going to be amazing and a lot of fun. But yeah, just, it's big city stuff. Have your head on a swivel and be aware of where you are, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. That's not ambiguous at all.
It wasn't meant to be. Like, you walk around Boston, it's the same thing. Like, there's dangers there too. You just gotta be aware of where your surroundings, and you're fine. No? Am I oversimplifying it?
No, I'm just nervous about my international travel because I've never done international travel. That's all.
Oh, you'll be fine. It's Italy. Most of them speak English, especially in like Rome.
And 8 hours in Lisbon.
Can't vouch for that.
Yeah, our layover turned from like 2 hours to 8. So we're like gonna check our luggage into like one of those locker thingies and go do something in Lisbon.
You'll be okay. Especially, you'll be fine. The commonality of like traveling through Europe is that most people use English as their common language to get around. So even if it's super broken, somebody can help you.
Yeah, I'm really good at pointing at stuff.
There you go. Exactly. You'll be fine.
I think this is going to be a really good taste of what I would be like on The Amazing Race. And if it goes well, I'm just going to apply.
I'm so excited for that, honestly. Because like I think I know your trip's gonna go well. I know you're gonna have a great time. So then we'll work on your Amazing Race application.
I need to submit my Circle application, and yes, the Amazing Race application. I'm gonna be a reality star. Damn it!
Is that the goal now? I thought. What happened to extreme puzzling?
It's still there. I'm never gonna make it into reality television, so it'll be fine.
Are you sure? TV loves lesbians right now.
Yeah, I'm not single enough.
I don't know. I mean, they just did, what was that show? The
Queer Ultimatum, where none of the couples stayed together? Yeah, that one.
I thought they all ended up back I didn't watch it because I'm traumatized from dating, so I can't watch it right now because it's going to traumatize me more.
So, spoiler alert, all of them ended up with their original partner at the end, but at the reunion, none of them are still dating. None of them. Not one.
I do not need to watch that show. It will absolutely traumatize me and I'll never date again.
No, genuinely, none of them are dating. Like, literally none of them. The one couple that like really tried to make it work after and was still dating at the reunion, there's like a clip at the end where it says X and X broke up shortly after the filming of this.
Great.
Yeah. But the most recent Love is Blind season, the 3 couples that got married are still married a year later.
Oh, okay. Hey, Hey, good for them.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, TV loves lesbians right now, so I feel like your chances are better than they would have been 5 years ago.
On the top of the application, I'll just write in big letters.
Lesbian.
Raging lesbian. Yeah. Or maybe I'll write medical lesbian because Grey's is still really popular. They'll be like, oh, we can spin this for sure.
There you go.
You know what I hate when people like that go on shows, like cooking shows and stuff? They make them cook in their uniform. So they think in my scrubs or like, a cop or in, it's so dumb. It's so
You're
dumb.
going to have to play the role. So, it just is what it is.
I hate scrubs.
Good luck on your reality TV goal. I don't know what to call that. I have faith in you.
Aspiration.
Yeah, I have faith in you. You have a TikTok following. There's a cafe owner here in Long Beach that was on an episode of Drag Race, and she made that happen.
An episode of Drag Race?
Yeah, she's like a Basque presenting lesbian, and they, for some reason, did you see that episode?
Yes.
Yeah. She owns a cafe like down over here.
Is she a white butch lesbian?
Yes.
I know exactly which one you're talking about. Yeah. She was pretty. They won that challenge.
I know. Yeah. I saw clips of it. She was like doing nothing but posting about it after. And I was like, oh, I forgot I follow you.
Yes.
She owns a cafe here in Long Beach. So we're sharing the news of that, but didn't really have a following, I think, before then. They were just looking for lesbian business owners.
Great. So I'll just write lesbian at the top. Got it. Okay, great. This went well. Yeah,
that is the lesson out of that, I guess, huh? Sorry.
No, it's great. It's great. Okay, great.
Yeah, I don't remember what our word was, but definitely ended on stereotype. So until next time.
Ambiguous and, oh my God, what was the second word? We literally just said it. It's something age, right? Package.
No wonder I couldn't remember. That had nothing to do with what we were talking about. But now that we've wrapped this episode into a nice little package.
There you go. Perfect. Drop the line.
Until next time.